The story of Paytm is very unique. From the last few quarters, the revenue of the company is rising, but the share price of the company is declining sharply. After its listing, the company's share price has fallen by 70%. After that, some people have been saying buy or dip, which means since the share price have dropped, we must buy them. Whereas some analyst has says that the company does not have a business model to all. So today we will talk about the rise and fall of Paytm and find out what exactly did the things go wrong. We earlier discussed in this video that currently only two things are working in the favor of Paytm. First is FASTag and the second is Paytm Payments Bank. And importantly, this FASTag also comes under the Paytm Payments Bank. And in FASTag, the payment has 28% market share. The Paytm Payments Bank is the only entity which is profitable. In the financial year 2020, the Paytm has earned profit of 29 crores, which by the financial year 2021 increased by 37 crores. But somehow it is also be seen here that perhaps the Paytm Payments Bank is taking the RBI regulation casually, and therefore it is facing different bans from the onboarding new customers. In the year 2016, Paytm got the license for Payments Bank. In 2017, Paytm banks become operational. In 2018, it was the first time that the RBI banned the Paytm banks from onboarding new customers because they found some KYC related lapse in procedures. In same time, the Paytm resolved those issues. After that, within 6 months, they were permitted to onboard those customers. And now in 2022, RBI has again banned the Paytm Payments Bank on onboarding new customer. After this, company's share price has dropped by more than 20%. Now the question comes, is Paytm Payments Bank the reason for the fall in the share price? Absolutely not. The main reason behind the fall of share prices of Paytm, it has got nothing to do with the Paytm business. So before understanding the main reason, we will have to understand the valuation of Paytm at its IPO time, and we will also have to understand why did this happen. Why was the valuation kept so high? At the time of its IPO, Paytm valuation was 1.39 lakh crores, but there were no profit in the company. The company was a loss making company, and the revenue of the company was around 3,300 crore, which means that you cannot calculate the price earning ratio because the company is loss making. So we will have to calculate the price sales ratio, which coming over 35. Normally the company do not have such big price to earning ratio, but they have too much price to sale ratio. Although the company was incurring big losses here, still let us assume that the company gets a 10% profit, which gives us a figure of 300 crores. If you calculate the price earning ratio as per the 300 crore profit, it comes more than 4000. It means that if you want to recover your money from this company, the company will be grow every year by 400%, and everybody knows it is not possible because in the last 2 years the company revenue has grown by 0%. In such scenario, the annual profit growing by 400 was just not possible. Speaking the business of Paytm, in the last 3 or 4 years, Paytm business has been growing very slow. Mr. Vijay Sekhar Sharma has defined the business like that our business model is not a coin-based business model. We acquire customer from A and then A makes some money, while more money is made on a derivative of A, which are A, B, C, D, and if there is an opportunity of E, F, G. After explaining this business model, almost nobody could understand the business model, and now even when the business is also growing very slow, there is nothing wrong about it. But in spite of having a low business, if you keep valuation like this, and on top of that the Paytm CFO states that we could keep an even higher IPO price, but we wanted to keep some value for the investors. That's why we launched the IPO Paytm at the lesser value. After hearing such statements, people ridiculous them and that time, and they are laughing today as well. But the learning of everyone is that without looking at the valuation, follow a herd mentality, you cannot invest in any company. Thanks for watching.